So I'm going to have a little scratch around and yeah, it's penicillin for that. Hi guys, and this week I'd like to introduce you to Sally. She's a 1969 TR6 owned by my customer Paul. Now Paul imported this a couple of years back. He's got rid of his Mustang, so this is in his next project. It's been in the body shop for a little bit. They've already done some work, putting new panels on it. So we're going to give it a good old spruce up, blast the whole thing back, get into some primer so they can see where they're going. So obviously the TR6 was made in Coventry between 1968 and 1976. Obviously the predecessors, the TR4, TR5 are very similar shape, but what came after this, the TR7, was a radical change. So it had a 2.5 litre straight 6 engine in it, mated to a 4-speed box with an optional extra of overdrive. And the body was designed by Carman, who did the Carman gear, the Beetle, even some radical cars like the Renault 19, Nissan Micra CC. Now there's still, oh, it's trying to talk to me. There's still about 5,000 out there, or over 5,000 out there. There's 4,000 still on the road, and there's 1,000, 1,200 that are registered sawn, so out there in some sort of state and shape. So I've got to blast this right back for Paul, and then we're going to give it a good coat of primer as usual. We've got the doors and the rear quarters to do. Paul's put new wings, a new bonnet and boot on it, but I think I've chatted Paul into having those blasts as well to get the eco coat off, so you know exactly what you've got and get it right back. So I'm going to have to, I'll show you now actually. I've got a bit of underseal I've got to get off this. I haven't had a chance to get off. It's really hard. So the ways we've got to get it off is hard chisel, scraper, screwdriver, sometimes a scraper, multi-tool that vibrates. You can get we've got a bladed unit. Normally once you can get behind these, you can get them off. This is very hard, so I think I'm going to end up having to use a screwdriver or a hard chisel to get it off, and it's really thick in places. We'll have a go as well, see what will blast off. We've also got a thing called a crud buster, might show you later. That's a cool little tool, sometimes getting it off. Definitely not a grindy job, definitely not a wire brushy bit because it is so hard. So let me show you now what we've got hidden underneath these rear quarters. So there is a bit of underseal we've got to get rid of. It's come straight from the body shop, so Paul didn't really have a chance. Let's remove that. So, like we've sort of chatted before, there are many different ways of getting this off. If I've got it's just a hard scrapery screwdriver. It's really thick, this is, but if you can get behind it, you can normally chip her off because it's on quite nice, smooth paintwork. What else have we got? We've got a scraper somewhere. Multi-tool. Again, once you're behind it, vibrate and it'll chase it out. I mean, as you can see, some of this isn't too bad because it's on the shiny part. It's not all that easy. I'm going to have a go. I mean, see how smooth and shiny it is behind. I'm going to try and get off as much as I can before we actually blast it, just because it saves time and saves me putting more heat into the panel. Excuse me. I've got got man flu at the minute. It's that time of the year now, isn't it? So I'm going to have a little scrape about and try and get a lot of the thick stuff off, because some of this is really, I've had some over there, it's really, really thick gear. Get as much as I can get off. I've started making the jig up for it, and then what I'll do is we'll have a blast where the jig's got to go on, and have a blast on some of this underseal, see how much we've actually got to get off. So let's have a scrape. Right, so that's me, had a big old scrape up, got most of it off. Had to use the hard chisel. The normal scraping stuff wouldn't touch it, it's really, really hard. So now I'll give it a blast up. We'll give this underseal a little try, see if I've got to go more, because we've got another little machine I must try to show you. It's called a crop buster. That's worth a go. But I need to clean up where we're going to put the jig on, so we can blast those areas, bolt the jig on, and she's ready to rock and roll. So let's clean the rest of this up, and we'll get kitted up and going for a blast. Like hell, I'm going home. It's man flu.
The next morning.
Okay, so that's the first blast done. I've got all the framework done where the you can tell it's early in the morning, where the jig's going on. So I've blasted across the back panel. We did round in here a bit to see what it was like, and as you can see, the underseal is hard. It's proper rock solid. I've come around here, done a bit on the floor, a little bit around here. It is really hard because you can see on the camera the difference between the silver, so paint, silver. I don't know, for the camera it looks more distinctive. In real life, it's not very different. So you put that with a tear off. There must be one on the floor around here. Disappeared. Somebody's running and taken them. Oh, here's one. So, trying to see through that makes it a bit difficult. So that's why we're changing the tear offs all the time and the inner visor. So I just thought I'd talk to you about Crud Buster. Not tried it yet. Don't think it's going to work because this stuff is so hard. Honestly, really. Oh, if I done to the camera. Nothing, that's all right. You've seen with a scraper, you know, let's put right. With a scraper, that's an easy bit. It's a hard stab. Let's just put you on the tripod. So, Crud Buster, air powered. They do electric ones. Cut for a second. I'm going to run off. Safety goggles. Hang on. Righto. Have another go. So, Crud Buster. If you can see on there, it's obviously like a wire brush, but they've got a little hook to them. This is quite a tired one, but the hook then can pick it. Don't know if it's going to work because this is really hard. It might get behind and pull it off. Let's give it a go. Get you nice and close. Here we go. So pretty much the answer to that is not really. It's where it caught it, it picked it off, but not great. You know, that's the trouble with this stuff is that hard. Oh, disco, that's it. Worth a try. You know, anything that can rip it off. Haven't tried the multi-tool yet. We could try that. Let's try that. Right, stay there. Right, so, multi-tool. For those who don't know, it just vibrates back and forth. A lot of people have used them with saw blades in them. So you can just literally lean against something and it will cut through. They use these for cutting off, a similar thing for cutting off plaster cards on kids. Because when it touches you, it doesn't really cut you. So this one has just got a normal, just straight blade. Lidl, 20 odd quid, I think I paid for it. We don't really get involved in taking underseal off. Normally what people do it before it comes here, but just occasionally we do. So I'm putting these on because it is noisy. But we'll give it a try. Right, let's spin you around. You can have a little bit just. Right, here we go. Well, too bad. But as you can see here, let's grab you off. Because it is so soft, it is leaving a bit of residue behind. Where with the chisel, here, much cleaner. I mean, you could almost do like a more gentle air chisel to sort of do something like that. If you guys know anything about, you know, what you try, let me know. It's always helpful to know. We do get in the comments the odd helpful comment, get the odd useless one like last week. Blasting's rubbish, acid dipping's great. Great comment, helps everybody. And I hope, Jim, your wings are de-stressed by now and can go back on. So I'm going to have a scrape up and I'm going to put the jig on now because it's going to make life a lot easier, spinning the thing round and round and round. And then get back in, have another go. Okay, well, sorry, I would sit down to have a coffee. I just thought I'd just try. In my brain, I was thinking about the how wide that blade is on the multi-tool. Sorry, brain going off content. So I got one that had teeth in it, and I've just ground the teeth off. I don't even see. I'll put a little slight chamfer on it, so the bottom's hard and it wedges up. And let me just show you. A lot different. So that might help me rip a load of it off and then just go around the chisel the last little bits. But yeah, as I always say, every bit of underseal is different. I probably tried that on something else and it won't do it. So I might have a little go with this for a bit and then have a cup of coffee. Well, there it is. Bit of a mission, as usual. Never simple to go on. And I've got to redo a couple of bits because the inside bolt holes in the front brackets I forgot to do, blast. And I've got the blast up in here. So we'll have to do that at the end. I can show you how bad this underseal is. Man, they must have just poured it on. It's, I don't even see how thick that is. I mean, it's a good 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch thick. They must have like poured it on and then it's sort of like all run down the back and ended up in there, and yeah, horrible. Absolutely. Oh, there, turn that down. Not nice at all. But as on whole, obviously the new floor, new lower pan as well. So it's just the inner wings. Yeah, front ones as well. They've got underseal on them. So what I'm going to do is give it a blast, reveal it and clean it back up, and then sit there and have a little look, see what needs. We'll use the multi-tool probably and the scraper. Then got to do something with those rear quarters because they're the same. So, right, quick coffee and blast it. Let's do it. Right, while I remember, let's straighten you up. Not sponsored by them, just friends who like to help out. Jalapeno. I'll put the up there, maybe the link. can't remember. Said to you the other week, last week, week before, about their stuff. So I've just done a little move around with my forklift for them, so they've just come in to sort me some bits out. Just want to show you so you can have a look yourself. Jalapeno relish, gorgeous on, Jim will tell you. Scrambled egg on toast, beans on toast, put it on your pizza, you name it. So there's a load, I forgot here, churrasco, Mexican lime, can't go wrong with Mexican lime. The original one, there's chipotle, churrasco, you name it. Also, you've got their drizzle sauces, great to drizzle over pizza, over your salad, cooked chicken and roll your chicken wrap. That's what the boys did this year, banging. So there's those as well. And this is what I didn't have last week, I forgot to tell you. Their new cheeses. Oh, gorgeous. Mexican lime, you can't go wrong with that. Apparently, I think it's the original churrasco they sell is their best seller at a minute. You can see inside there lots of little bits of jalapenos all chopped up, and those on banging. So yeah, just thought I'd just tell you about that. I'll stick link in the bio. Go and have a look at the boys' shop and just see all the stuff they do. They do peanuts as well. That was the other thing. I wonder why I don't lose weight. They're peanuts, Mexican lime again, banging. But there's 6 flavours of all the stuff, so take a look. Also hot honeys. Anyway, I'm going to finish my coffee off, put all this stuff away, and then we'll get on with the blast. Right, had to stop. Had a delivery through from Michelle and Bill at Hardy Engineering for your axles and gearboxes and bits and pieces. Very hard car to blast. It's not the rock hard underseal, which, as you see, I got some of that off. It's really hard, so I'm gonna have to go on there with the chisel and the multi-tool. But the other problem is seeing the difference between clean metal and rusty primer metal. It's really hard. But I got a bit of it done, a lot of the underside. Started up into the engine bay. So this arch is done, just need a little bit more in there. You can just see it's just a little bit dark. Other than that, going all right. So we'll flick it over, get all the dirt and dust out of it because there's loads in there. And then I'll try and go the other side, get the underside completely finished, and we can come up on the top. Righty ho, that's all blasted. Which was a mission. It's going to go on, but being light grey, it's so hard to see the difference. So, car's looking a lot better now. All the panels are done as well. So I've given it a good blow down, cleared it right out, every little bit of piece. It's been round and round and round loads of times. So now let's prime her up. Then she's all ready to come back off the jig. Righty-ho, so that's everything primed up. Just got to get Sally off the my roller jig, get it back on my trolley. Yeah, because it didn't come in on mine, so my trolley for it to go. Please subscribe, guys. There's 80% of you that watch these videos don't subscribe. Be very grateful if you can. And then we got some videos coming up soon on Baz, the race car. We're actually after tomorrow. We're doing a bit on him, which you'll see in a couple of weeks. So that, yeah, I just really need to clean up, sweep this all up, get Sally off the jig, and then she can go. So thank you for watching. Please share, like, subscribe. Next week, probably be a Hillman Imp. I've actually got a Hillman Imp in for Colin at CA Restoration. It's just outside the door there. Give you a quick show. But it's not going to be that one. It's going to be, there's this week's one, and all the panels, and we've got some suspension parts and stuff for Brent and his diddy little flywheel. But I won't be doing that one. I shall do back in April, when the wife was having her salon refurbed by me and JT. I've got 2 that I did back then for him, which I'm going to use them videos up. So next week it's going to be those. Just need to pull my finger out. Oh no, don't pull that. Something else happens. And get them done. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.